everybody, Nicole from Hair of the Dog Academy here today, and I wanted to pop in with another Biz Tip Thursday. This Biz Tip really is more of a life tip. Maybe I should just change these to Life Tip Thursdays. And this one is what happens when you feel like your list of to-dos is so long that there is absolutely no chance that you can possibly get it done. And you're feeling a little bit stressed and there's not going to be enough time and you have all of this garbage going on in your head telling yourself that there's no way it's ever going to get accomplished. Yeah, I'm well familiar with that particular place. I find myself there often because I tend to overcommit and I get excited about a lot of different things, so I tend to have a few too many projects going on. But this past week, it hit a whole new level, and let me tell you why. So I'm recording this now, it's the very end of August, and I am leaving to teach Hound Vision with Kaylee Greer and Sam Haddix from Dog Breath Photography in less than 2 weeks. We get started with our first group in like 13 days, and we were supposed to be having this workshop in Lake Tahoe. And I don't know if you've seen the news, but Lake Tahoe is in the midst of a really bad fire situation, and that wildfire is highly unlikely to be put out by then, or it really to be safe air quality, or just to be in that area when we're supposed to be there. I mean, we're all hoping for some rain for all those fires out west, but yeah, it's really, really pretty terrible situation. So we were looking at what can we do? The air quality when we were looking the one day was over 500, which I don't know, it's like 150, I think, where it starts to get really uncomfortable for people that are sensitive, and then like above 200 is like really horrible for everybody. And this is off the chart. It was 700, 600, and the scale only goes to 500. So it was horrific, and you really could not be outside. So obviously we could not continue with our workshop as planned. Now, okay, if this was a one-off, okay, we probably would have rescheduled and just, been like, okay, I guess we just have to reschedule. This is what it is. But let me tell you something. I've been rescheduling workshops for 1.5 years now, and I'm kind of over it. And Kaylee and I are like, no, we are not rescheduling. Obviously, we can't go to Tahoe, but we've been rescheduling Barklander, which is the workshop we teach, Kaylee and I, with Charlotte Reeves, that was supposed to be held in Scotland in May of 2020, to then that fall, and then the next May, and now it's May of 2022. And we're like, we're not putting this off again. We have all these people so excited to join us. They have their time blocked off already. They're all in the U.S. because of border restrictions. This workshop's only been for U.S. Students. What can we do? So I did a major pivot, and that is I moved it to Breckenridge. I talked to Kaylee. I'm like, listen, I taught a workshop in Breckenridge, Colorado a few years ago. I have a contact for houses that she manages a portfolio of incredibly beautiful homes. We have dog model contacts. I know exactly where we can shoot. Like, all that research that takes forever is done. So we are turning this workshop around, and in less than 2 weeks, planning an entirely new event in Colorado. And most of our students are making the trek to join us there, which we're super excited for, and it's going to be incredible. But as you can imagine, my to-do list has exploded. I was already looking at my to-do list for my 2 weeks before I left and like, oh man, this is going to be crazy. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done, but I will. Somehow I always do. And now we've totally added a whole new bucket plate sea of tasks that need to happen to get this workshop done. So, as you can imagine, like I said, feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And I realized the other night that sometimes you just need to fill up the damn soap. Pardon my language, but that's what happened. I was in my bathroom brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed, feeling like, oh my gosh, there is no way I'm going to be able to get all this stuff done, and just really being pretty stressed about it. And then I noticed my hand soap was only, less than a quarter left at the bottom. know what I did? Walked over to that linen closet, got the big container of soap and filled that sucker up. And then I was able to go to bed feeling more accomplished. I know, you guys. You're like, Nicole, you have like a workshop to plan and a free training to plan and a summit to plan and all these things that you're working on, and you felt accomplished filling up the soap? Yes, I did. And then the next morning I came down and my kitchen soap was low. And guess what? I filled up that soap too. And I started my day feeling like, oh, I can do this. I filled up the soap. So this is my lesson for you today, is when you are feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to focus on filling up the soap, looking for that little quick win that will get your brain like, give your brain a minute to breathe and say, it's going to be okay. I can fill up the soap, then I can go ahead and do whatever my next task is as well. The other thing that I do, which I've done, is I have brain dumped literally every single thing that needs to happen. I mean, I'm already a bit of a spreadsheet addict. I don't know if you guys know this about me. Most of you do. If you've been around Hair of the Dog for any time, you know that I love spreadsheets. So I do already have my list of all the things that needs to happen for all of these different projects, like in a Monday board, which is basically a spreadsheet on steroids. It's amazing. But I have everything listed there. So I already have these master lists. But in situations like this, where filling up the soap becomes my major win for the day, then I kind of do a new master brain dump of like, all right, what is every single thing that needs to happen before I leave for, was Tahoe, now Breckenridge, Colorado, in a week and a half. And I put that all down and then I start plopping it into my calendar, because here's something else that happens. When it's in your calendar, you do it. When it's just like this massive list of like, here's 10 things I need to get done today, you can look at that and be like, okay, let me just check my email first. Let me just check in the Facebook group first. And you find other things to do, because that feels, even to your subconscious, like a little bit too much. But once you start breaking it down and putting it in your calendar, it's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, I need to do this. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I better do this. I just started doing that this week, like actually assigning times. And it's kind of amazing. It's like a total mind hack that your brain's just like, oh, okay, it's time to sit down and do this. It's in the calendar. There's not really any magic to that, but somehow it seems to work. So you guys can give that a try. And in the meantime, go check out your kitchen, your bathrooms. If you need to fill up those soap dispensers, get on it. Is it just me? Here's just a total random aside. Do any of you out there, let me know in the comments, do you get like really excited when you finish off a bottle of something? So like, you know, you're filling up the soap or your shampoo and you get to the bottom of that shampoo and you get to throw that bottle away. I do. And I know it's silly because that just means I need to go buy more shampoo. But I don't know. It feels like a closure for me. So it was almost, my soap filling strategy almost went off the rails when I was filling up my kitchen soap and there was like not enough to fill it up again, like just a teeny tiny little bit left, but it wouldn't fit. I hate when that happens. But anyway, it was still good. I called it a win. I put it under the sink and I said, that's all right. When you're half full soap, I'm coming back for you. So anyway, let me know what soap you guys choose to tackle today, and I'll see you soon for another Biz Tip Thursday.